Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your 2020 reading, where we look at the Celtic cross spreads and look at your life and how it may be, what opportunities you have coming towards you, what we can expect to definitely see in 2020, what you're going to be mainly focused on, how you're viewing yourself, for your emotional growth points as well, and also overall advice and outcome for the year as well. So the overall energy is the Five of Swords. So you may very well be being quite selfish or self-focused, which may not be a bad thing. Sometimes self-love is being selfish or deciding to maybe stop getting caught up in loyalty, fake loyalty. People making you, playing head games with you and making you succumb to their advances or succumb to their wishes, wants, and desires. And maybe you've not been putting yourself first enough, and now you're saying, you know what, enough of that. I'm going to be putting myself first, regardless of who I've made promises to, regardless of anything. You're just putting yourself first. With the Six of Cups here and the Four of Pentacles as well. So again, not really letting people in, knowing your self-worth, seeing the power lies within you. Okay. This is also a Taurian card as well. Oh no, it's not. It's a Capricorn card, sorry. Taurus is the fifth. So the 5 and 6 of coins. So it could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. It could be to do with work. But either way, it's like you're owning your power here. And you're recognizing that the less you give away, the more power you're able to reserve. So you may be kind of having more of a looking after my reserves kind of approach this year. And the Six of Cups talks about soulmates. So maybe there are soulmates involved here, or maybe, like I said, there's agreements that you've had for a long time, or people have certain expectations of you now because of how things have gone in the past. That they now maybe have expectations that you're just going to keep on maybe putting yourself second, and it looks like you may have had enough. This year you will be tested around these things. You'll be tested to see for yourself what is worth protecting and what is worth cutting out, regardless of the emotional state or the emotions involved in the situation. Yeah, you're maybe looking at things a bit more frankly, a bit more bluntly, but definitely protecting yourself. There's a lot of self-protection here, maybe even protecting your inner child to an extent, looking after yourself, loving yourself very deeply. So yeah, so you come into the year with the Chariot card. You come into the year confident, feeling like you can, your destiny is clear. You may feel, again, more decided on focusing your energies again, not being scattered, or the Chariot card being, related to the sign of Cancer and mothering, not feeling responsible for others anymore, but focus on your own goals. What's crossing you may be soulmates. So maybe there's a soulmate that's connected to this feeling that you have of unfair treatment. You could be another Taurus possibly that you're involved with, or a Capricorn, like I said, maybe a Cancer as well, possibly. We've got Leo here as well, but I think you're more embracing that self-love Leo energy. And yeah, I guess it's just a sense of loss. When you do decide to strike out on your own, there is maybe also the feeling of losing that camaraderie, losing the comfort and security of those friendships. So you may feel kind of left out in the cold to an extent. You could be concerned about moving forward and not being able to bring everyone with you. Okay, so you may have an overarching dream as well that doesn't maybe include your current friends or setup. Maybe you're leaving one workplace to go to another, changing industries, but you're definitely, I think, leaving people behind. And this is a challenge for you. But you are being advised here overall this year, with the Five of Swords being the overall energy, that you'll need to work with this energy. And, being selfish doesn't necessarily mean being mean or inconsiderate. It just means putting yourself first in all circumstances, and you can do that being very tactful. You know, you don't have to be blunt, although you may feel like being blunt. You know, you can be tactful, you can be, what's the word? I'm thinking of Libra. Diplomatic, you know, about it, in order to maybe control the collateral damage that's going to come with you chasing after your dream. I don't think everyone's going to be able to come with you for whatever reason. Maybe they think too small, or are too critical, or too nosy, or, you know, too interfering maybe. Or maybe they want, you know, they're going to want some of the wealth that you gain, and you don't really want them to be constantly maybe sponging off you. That's a possibility too. And that again comes to having to be a bit more selfish and not feel so much like you need to be caring for everybody, without also being able to care for yourself first and foremost. So what's driving you is, again, this more selfish energy of the King of Wands, your own dreams, wants, and desires. You may want to become an entrepreneur this year. You may just be putting your more creative self forward. You may be becoming a manager, a leader in some way as well. But definitely striking out your own path, making sure that you get noticed. Your reputation could be also improving this year. And I think you are working on developing yourself more, working on that self-love energy, the self-appreciation, being confident. You may feel a lot more confident this year as well. Like you're ready to put yourself out there. You're ready to make some moves. You know, you do kind of almost see the world as your oyster, that it's yours for the taking, and that life is about getting involved, having fun, taking chances, being confident. Like, you know, you have to play to win kind of energy. So that could be also Jupiter in Capricorn is probably trining your sun, and that could be where you're getting a lot of this confidence from as well. We've got the same thing with Capricorn and Virgo, that energy there. Talking about Virgo, we've got Virgo energy at the center of the reading. So it looks as if you're very motivated to make mark your place in the world and to be recognized and to find success, achievement, and things like that. However, what you're really focused on is your truth. So I don't think you want to make this a superficial kind of move. This is quite a deep kind of a thought process that's gone on, I think, going on behind the scenes, or has taken place prior to this. Especially with the Two of Wands here in the past, there was some maybe deep thought about two options, how to move forward. I think you are starting a new job, maybe you've decided to leave an old job behind where maybe people really wanted you to stay, or someone really wanted you to continue playing that role, but you see how limiting it was, as beautiful as it is to maybe make someone else happy, give them what they need, support them and nourish them, and all of those things, invest in other people. I think you're starting to realize that you need to invest more time into yourself. And that might be what the Hermit card is about as well. It could be about you focusing a lot on yourself, on your journey, on your destiny, cutting back, getting back to the real you, getting back to your core values, your truth, your inner wisdom as well. There's also a maturing energy here as well. So you're kind of taking a lot more responsibility, I think, for the direction of your life. Taking a lot more responsibility there. And again, it looks like you're happy to take yourself away from the crowds. You don't want the interference, judgments, opinions of others to interfere with your goals. I think your goals are very higher-minded goals, more forward-thinking, more progressive. as well. You could also be kind of studying as well. The Hermit card does talk about, gathering information, sometimes learning and introspection. You could be learning more about yourself. I mean, all the wisdom that we need, they say, is within. So I feel that you'll definitely be going within this month and listening to your own inner guidance or your own higher self, not others, when moving through this year. And again, that's reiterated here with the Five of Swords. It's like, this is about me as well. Sorry. So in the near future, we've got the Six of Coins. So this is the near future position, but really in this reading, it represents what you can expect this year is the Six of Coins. So you can expect maybe people again asking for financial assistance, probably from family. I'm getting that family maybe rely on you a lot, or maybe you're just in a responsible position in your family. Maybe you are the breadwinner, but you're needing to maybe expand in some way. You want to get over this kind of maybe more poverty mentality, because I do see that here as well. There is an element of that for some of you. For others of you, it's as I've described before, but for some of you, this could be you breaking away or coming to terms with the inner workings of your mind and how they, how that tends to set you up to be more, or thinking more in a way of poverty, or have a poverty kind of mindset. I don't have enough. It's me or them. There's not enough to go round. So yeah, and with the Hermit card as well, that can also symbolize really paring back things. No frills, no extras. Just got a cloth on with a hood. That's it, and some grey slippers. There's not even like a house or a fire nearby. The guy's cold. He's on a mountain. It's like, it can sometimes just be dealing with the bare minimum in life. In life to get by, and having no extras and no frills, but being reassured and guided by some higher insight that you have that keeps you motivated, or some inner knowing as well. You may have people around you saying, oh, you can't do it, for instance, or look at where you're at, what makes you think you can achieve what you're setting out to achieve, which could be a new business here or a new job. You're moving onto something new. You're going to be not really concerned about that. You're very focused on your goals, and they're very close to your heart. And ultimately, I think you just feel more at home with these ideas. You feel like it's bringing you back to yourself, your inner wisdom as well. You may be relying a lot on that as well, your inner wisdom, rather than being swayed by what you see around you. Yeah. And I guess one of the wisdoms when it comes to the poverty mentality is that, the universe, the earth effectively, and our galaxy and everything within the universe, is a product of the universe itself and the creator, right? So, and it's abundant, and there's billions and billions of galaxies and stars that they can't even count, which just shows that we're living in a universe of abundance, and we are part of that. So just even from that perspective, we know that wisdom, that as much as it may seem we don't have much, actually maybe we have an abundance, and the potential for growth is always there. Things are always growing, especially on Earth. Things are always growing. The Earth is fertile. It just takes a few seeds to land on the Earth and something sprouts up. It's a very fertile existence that we live in. And it is about just directing our efforts into the right things, with purpose. That can often be the trigger to something, something will come of it. But yeah, just knowing that you're living in an abundant universe, and ultimately, another wisdom is that the law of attraction can also play a part. And you could be getting your thoughts right here as well, getting more focused on the truth or wisdom that you know, it is what I think about is what I bring about. So let me think more positively, or let me think more factually. Let me challenge some of my negative thinking and really deal with the truth rather than my fears of poverty or thinking I don't have enough. So there could be challenges around that this year as well. But you're definitely taking your life into your own hands here with the King of Wands. I think you are feeling hopeful, moving forward, and I think you can maybe even almost taste victory. So yeah, there's definitely progress here, and I feel victory is on the cards for you. With the Six of Coins, as I was saying, there could be, you know, other people either wanting money from you, or you may experience generosity from somebody else. Could be a Libra that's involved here as well. They could, yeah, you could find that people are very generous with you, that you do have people that will help you, and yeah, I don't think you'll be worrying too much about money. I think it is about your confidence. It is about your self-love and your wisdom. These three things, confidence, self-love, and wisdom, these three things will definitely draw in an abundance to you, will draw in the money maybe that you're looking for, I feel. Okay, what's lucky for you here in your environment, or what opportunities that may arise will be working with others? So yeah, it may be that you need to find a group of people that are on the same page as you, and that will bring in a lot of luck and work for you. So maybe working on projects. Yeah, maybe your work will be more, you know, maybe you'll be doing more work on your own this year as well, more as an independent contractor working with others, you know. So it could be your connections this year that bring in a lot of luck. I believe Capricorn is in your 9th house, and Jupiter will be there. So yeah, this does talk about higher learning as well. So there definitely will be an expansion in terms of your philosophy around life, or philosophy in a particular area of your life. Yeah, so you may also be meeting other people who have got very different ideas to you, but that just only serves to expand your perception more. Okay. How you see yourself is strong, restrained, focused, and calm. And also understanding that what you put in, you get out, that there's a reaction to everything. That, you know, in order to tame this lion, she has to control herself. And in controlling herself, the lion is calm. And with the lion being calm, that then makes her more confident to be calm. And it's just like this, you know, infinity kind of energy that you may be kind of experiencing this year. You could also just be, you know, not falling into old habits, having more control over your desires. So yeah, you may have a lot of kind of old habits that you tend to keep doing simply because you've always done it. And now you're actually taking control of your actions more and making sure that your actions have more of a purpose. And that purpose will be around this, your destiny, your dreams, this new beginning that you have, maybe with regards to work or making money. But there will be expansion for you. But, you know, you can't carry whatever these fears are, maybe it's people, with you. You have to show some restraint. You're going to have to push yourself this year to overcome maybe more negative thinking. And with Jupiter being in your 9th house, it will very much feel like there is a renewal in your philosophy, in your belief systems. That will probably be quite positive and bring a lot of positive thinking. So what you're fearing here is the 10 of Cups, or what you're hoping for is this ultimate happiness, this abundance all round, true wealth, you know. love and emotional satisfaction. I think maybe you want a happy home. Maybe your focus is on your family and, you know, bringing that happiness and contentment and peace into the home, into your family. So maybe you are doing all of this for your family, but at the same time, you're having to pull away. But there will be help for you here. One thing you can definitely expect this year is generosity from others. Okay. Or maybe you yourself be in a position where you can actually help others as well. Maybe you can actually invest in a project, you know, or maybe give to charity, help others in some way. So yeah, this expansion, I think, also bring in more money for you as well. Working with others, collaborating in some way will bring luck into your life. And then we've got the 9 of Cups, overall advice and best possible outcome. So again, there is this kind of focus on self, making yourself happy and learning how to do that. It's another 9 card along with the Hermit. So there is this, again, this focus on yourself, knowing that if you feel abundant and you feel wealthy, then naturally wealth and abundance will be drawn to you. Naturally, it may not just kind of all come wrapped up in a bow, but you may have opportunities that come in that you can take advantage of. And make the most of. But this is about self-love as well, and self-appreciation and feeling proud. You may feel very proud of yourself towards the end of the year as well, that, you know, look what I've achieved on my own. So you know, you will get this opportunity to celebrate with family, to celebrate how far you've got, and feel very proud of yourself. More advice as to how you can achieve that would be to leave the past in the past, and to expect better to come in the future, and that way you do find success and appreciation. You know, this is the King of Wands kind of dream, is to be on a horse riding through the city and everyone cheering him on. Like, I think you will achieve this success and appreciation from others as well, if it's to do with family especially. So yeah, that's the story, Morning Glory. I'm going to go ahead and pull some wisdom of the Oracle cards for you for Taurus. Okay, so we've got truth be told. Truth seems to be important here. Luck, a new life, loyal hearts. Okay, that's nice. So we've got Treasure Island. So you're definitely on a journey to find this treasure. I think you're wanting to make more money. But either way, you're on a journey you're on a quest, personal quest as well. Whatever that treasure is could be different to different people, but you are in search of this treasure, which could be your destiny. You could feel called to do something or complete something, you know, this year as part of your life's work. You know, you could very much feel that way. And that might be why you're so motivated and you feel so good, because you know what you're doing is right for you. Now, the truth be told does talk about being honest about how you feel, taking off any masks that you may have had on. So maybe, you know, you did have a mask on because, you know, maybe in some cases you have been telling everyone, you know, it's okay, self-sacrificing, and really you need to be more true and honest with yourself about what it is, you know, how you really feel about that. And, you know, maybe, you know, this truth that you're telling people, maybe, like I said, or you may be leaving a workplace or doing something of, you know, for yourself and yourself only. Yeah, you need to be honest with yourself, and as you are honest, say it with love, say it with optimism, say it with wisdom, and, you know, see this as much, maybe see this as a bit of a coming out thing. Maybe you are coming out, you know, maybe that's what's happening here as well. The King of Wands sometimes can be seen as a homosexual man. So yeah, it could be that you're coming out in some way as well. and you're hoping that you get acceptance from your family and friends, but also recognizing that, you know, as you follow your destiny, that there will be people that will not agree or will not want to come along for the ride for whatever reason, probably because they're stuck in their ways. So yeah, but this year is about you putting yourself first with the 5 of Swords. So you've got luck on your side and a new life when it comes to luck. You may find that things is kind of you get lots of lucky moments, it looks like here. Lots of 9s coming through as well. So I feel this year will be the beginning of a brand new life for you. And you will feel like you're finally able to stretch out and be yourself. Yeah. Sorry, did you see that? But yeah, just be yourself and not be worried about others so much, but worried about your own well-being. You know, how comfortable are you as you contort and, you know, taught yourself to please other people? You know, luck is here for you. Okay, it's a lucky year, lucky time for you, especially in terms of explaining your philosophy or even exploring your own philosophies around life, you know, maybe around sexuality and things like that. We do have Uranus in the sign of Taurus as well, so there's going to be some, you know, major changes happening in your life most likely over the next few years, especially if you are an early Taurian. So like your birthday will be like maybe around the 23rd through to the, I don't know, 30th maybe of April. You probably will feel it the most because that's where Uranus is at the moment, transiting that sign. So you may have a lot of surprises, changes, truths as well that you are accepting yourself and maybe expressing to others. And then we've got loyal hearts. There's someone here who is going to be generous and loyal to you. You could also be hoping for loyalty here with the 10 of Cups. It could be quite important. It could be one of your fears this year, is the loyalty that you're able to maintain with maybe the people that you love the most that are involved in this situation. But yeah, there is definitely loyalty around it. There's possibly even karmic connections that you have with someone, and I think they could possibly be a Leo as well. Leos are very loyal, and we have got, yeah, this is about being true to yourself this year, and also being part of groups that resonate with you is going to be very lucky for you. Again, that's maybe where you find the support, financial support, if you find yourself having to leave a home, you know, or change your life quite drastically. There'll be people that are going to support you, people that have been there and done that and have had success in their life. But you're not to cry over spilt milk too much, but you'll see this as a journey of exploration and you will find success. This is about you being happy. So I'm going to go ahead and read New Life. Gemini are going to kill me. I didn't read one of their cards. So I'm sorry, Gemini, if you're watching. I'll do something extra for you at some point. Okay. So we've got a new life, birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. So yeah, setting yourself free as well, a breath of fresh air. I got that with this card. There is some truth that you need to kind of get off your chest here as well, whatever you've been holding back. So it says, the Oracle's message reads, when spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from the trees overnight, birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon on all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a good time. This is a time of good fortune. And that's why Spirit wanted to reiterate that yes, luck is on your side here. Okay, it is a time of good fortune for you this year. So congratulations, my lovely Taurians. I'm sure I will see you later on in the year or speak to you again, hopefully. I do monthly videos if this is your first time to me. And I also do picker cards as well. I'm just getting started with that, so might be a bit rough around the edges with that. But yeah, I have started those as well. So yeah, follow me throughout the year for lots of really cool readings. All right, I love you guys. Bye. And Happy New Year, by the way.